Hello, modders. So, now that you know a bit about DHS, I figure the next step should be to show you how to create an entirely new game mode with it. So, as soon as I press the enter key, an entirely new, absolutely incredible level with brand new, never before seen gameplay will appear. Pressing enter now. Oh, error, you didn't actually create a new game mode, idiot. This video's about the text function. Right, silly me. Okay, let me just disable that. I guess maybe I got ahead of myself here. Alright, let's show you how the text function works. Open up a new hotspot. So click on it, press O, and go to your add button. Click on DisplayText, double click on it, and now you have three options. So first thing, you can choose what font you want. So I'm just going to pick, I don't know, Sella. Next, you can pick the font size. And you can see that update here. And so we'll just pick, actually 40 is already good. And finally, you have your text. If you remember from last video, I can just type in hello world. The text is always going to appear in the middle of the screen near the top like this. So if you want it to appear a bit lower down, you're actually going to have to format that in the text editor. So yeah, I can create this great big space here and make it appear lower down if I want. If I want it to appear more off to the side, say the right side, I actually have to add space like this, or I can add space on the other side. Oh, now we got the Canadian hello. Hello. Just like that. And you can add multiple lines, do different stuff like that. But it's all going to appear in the same default position. So if you want to move it around, you're going to kind of have to fiddle around with things, add spaces, stuff like that. For now, we'll just leave hello world here. And so the way we have it set up right now, this is just going to appear and just stay there. Oh, did I not disable this? Let's try this again. There we go. So as soon as we start the game, hello world appears. Now this is great if this is what you wanted to happen, but at some point you're going to want to have this disappear. And here's the thing, DisplayText will actually never disappear unless you tell it to. It won't just stay there for a little bit and go away, it'll actually just stay there forever. And there is also no clear text function. So what you do when you want it to go away is you actually just add some empty text. So for now I'm just going to add a wait, and we'll say that this appears for, oh, I don't know, 3 seconds. And then I'm going to use the duplicate function, and I'm just going to display no text at all. Because when you put another DisplayText hotspot in the same, when you put another DisplayText function in the same hotspot, it's going to overwrite the previous one. So now, as soon as we start, it's going to say hello world. It's going to wait 3 seconds. It's going to disappear. And that's basically the DisplayText thing in a nutshell. But how would you use something like this? Well, let's disable this for a moment. And as it so happens, I have a little example prepared. So here we have Turner, and he's going through this random floating level in the sky, and he sees a door, he wants to get through it. But as he comes up, some text appears and says the door appears to be electrified. Can't be electrified. Oh, would you look at that, it is. So there's a little hotspot right here, and it's just detecting the moment he enters in. It displays that text, and then it detects when it enters in another zone, and it just sends a kill message to him. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of other things you could do with this, like, for example, the debug message, or the fake debug message that we had in the beginning. That's generally what I tend to use it for, is to debug other stuff. Or, well, let's be honest, I can't think of all the ways you could use this. There's probably quite a few different approaches to using this that I have not even considered. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's basically a quick and easy way to give information to your player, whether that be an in-game warning like we just saw, a debug message like at the beginning of the video, something else entirely. It's completely up to you. So I think that covers the text function pretty well. And until next time, here's a lovely smiley face.